Your very existence is a cauldron of pressure, and that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Annapolis, Maryland, home of the Navy midshipmen. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a squad from the American, the Navy midshipmen. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Navy ready for kickoff as we get this game started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Notre Dame Fighting Irish offense heads onto the field for the first possession of this game. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, and you get all the quotes, all the people talking about all those blowhards on all the different networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
The run from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Looking to fire. Got his man on the right. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, Later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. The full force, the full-throated roar of the brigade helping this Navy defense. He'll pull it on the read. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Promising start to that drive, sort of fizzled out, and they'll have to punt it away. The Mids offense will get the ball for the first time. They'll send the back in motion. Here comes the option. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Back to throw, it's Orr. Finds the tight end. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The midshipmen could get really aggressive here on 2nd and short. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking downfield on first down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The Irish generating heat from the linebacker position. Mike Stonebreaker, Manti Te'o type play.
And when you can get linebackers that can get after the quarterback, that can be a force on 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. Navy will have to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like, oh, he's got some space. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. Makes a man miss. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll run play action. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to get behind the defense. Makes the catch on the left. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Gets it out fast. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Irish!
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last 2 plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Alabama opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's house and beat them by double digits. It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. Big implications today and a notable result as one team trends upward and the other has some work to do.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. They'll give it to the back. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. Guys, we have a second here to talk about Navy. Good pickup on the recruiting trail just last week. 3-star defensive back. A guy that could be a bit of a diamond in the rough, but that type of talent is what they need to build that secondary.
Man, yeah, and this is a program they're trying to build something. They're trying to climb.
There he goes. Got the first down. Looking for more. And he's brought down after a nice game. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Now on the option. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long... They really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Navy needs to come up with a big play on 3rd and long. To the air, it's Orr. Rushes on him. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Here come the Irish back on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Fires left. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
This offense is being aggressive, and they keep going back to the same guy. We're early in the game in the first quarter. This guy's already scored a touchdown, so if I'm a quarterback, keep trying to get him the football. He's winning his matchups one-on-one. Nice job by the defense on that play, but don't lose focus if you're the QB here. Keep trying to find your big-time playmaker.
Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. Looking to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Going to swing it on second down. Hit as he throws. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. A huge third down here in the brigade from the Naval Academy, letting this offense hear it. Finds a man on the right. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try to get the edge on the left. Got enough for the first down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. Snagged out of the air. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And here comes the offense on second down. The play action fake. Complete with conviction on the crosser. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with the first down. Motion from the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. He'll ride his man on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
One of the things I like about this defense is their DBs are not afraid to put their face in the fan and go tackle. And you saw it that time with the quarterback making a great play, tackling the quarterback on the option for a big loss.
On the play. 4th down coming up.
They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. And this one is perfect. Now the lead is down to 11.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. Here's the return from inside his 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Give to the running back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll do it himself. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Notre Dame. Top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there as we get closer to the playoff. That becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on winning right now. They're in position as a top 5 team to reach the college football playoff, but you've got to keep winning, and that's got to be the mindset. And coming into today, they have to bring their A game to the field.
And we're still in the middle of the season, so there's so many ways to still make a good impression for this squad, and we still have conference championships for some. We have great matchups that will decide, just like we've seen in past years, right? Comes down the stretch, who's playing the best.
Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
I'm not trying to catch the balls in defensive back all the time. I'm just making sure you don't catch it. Great job getting the deflection, fight through the hands, make sure he can't put his hands together to try to catch that football.
Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Pressure coming. Rolling right and going deep. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could...
Going for it all. Got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Notre Dame. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. How about the renaissance of the tight ends? Inline, flexed out, split out. They can do a little bit of everything.
They really can, and they're asked to block a lot of the times, too. But I tell you what, all the wide receivers out wide, the fancy toys, the fancy spread, don't forget about that tight end. He does a little bit of everything, and then you reward the big fella throwing the ball, and he catches. So he really can do a little bit of everything in an offense.
And here comes the Navy offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. And this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. Goes to the option.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
All right, if you're a quarterback in that situation, you know there's nowhere to go, so just
cut your losses.
You're right, absolutely. Slide, don't take the extra punishment. You just give up on the play.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Navy will have to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep.
Number 18, on to kick it away.
Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got him. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short. Bunch formation for these receivers. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. It's complete to the left. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Release to the back. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, he'll throw it. Here's a heat. Lets it fly deep downfield. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Irish.
Number 1.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, I believe someone calls it the Conference of Champions. Pac-12 action today. Utah is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Alex Smith, and they are right back in this. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Washington State. If anything else happens in this one in the Pac-12 or anywhere else, we'll make sure you know about it. Back to you guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Looking to pass, it's Orr. Bringing the heat. And the defense, got him at the 27.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power. You just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Fires to the tight end.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation, and now you're rewarded with the 3rd and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play zone.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Here's the handoff. Breaks into the open. He has the first and still on his feet. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
Man, sometimes it just gets frustrating, and you've just been beat down all day. This defense hasn't had answers, but now you can't let them run the football and just run it down your throat and be physical. This defense has to do something different and find a way to make something happen.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Fires to the right. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice big
Touchdown, Fighting Irish! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And he tacks on the extra point. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis, and through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Ready to go here in the second half, and Notre Dame will kick it away. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. And Navy will go back on the attack. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you've got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
That's caught. It's McLean. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Navy will have to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring. And he muffs it, a loose football. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Here come the Irish back on offense. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Turning it on. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. Off play action. He uncorks a bullet to the right. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they take it in for 6 more points. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
They'll send the back in motion. Back to throw, it's Orr. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on 2nd down. They'll run the option. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Not much room there. They'll give him 1 to the 9.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Grab near the sticks. It's Barnes. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Give to the back. Got a little space. There he goes. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
Really nice resiliency by the running back. Sometimes you just got to be able to turn the page, right? You have a tackle for loss the previous play, they give it right back to you, and you make the defense pay. Good vision, good athleticism picking up that first. Why not give it to him again?
This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. Making side adjustments here. Trying to seal the edge on the right. He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Trying play action. Forced out of the pocket. Finds his tight end. Out of bounds at the very edge of the red zone at the 20. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Handoff to the single back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground here, off right tackle. And out of bounds right at the 12-yard line. Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Touchdown, Irish! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
49, Navy, 3.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Dropping back, it's Orr. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the ground with the back. Powers through the defender. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. The midshipman looking for a chunk play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got the back in the middle. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Navy will have to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Here come the Irish back on offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Little touch pass to the receiver. Running to Green. Oh, he's got some space. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and is going to run.
Oh, a lot of space. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they take it in for 6 more points.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
Guys, we come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And here comes the Navy offense. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. We'll see what this offense can do sitting inside its own 20. They'll go to the fullback. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Extra blockers on the field. Offense goes full house. Now the play fake. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
You got to love a defense that just is flying around and having fun. That's what these guys look like, right? All game long, everything has gone their way. And here we are early in the 4th quarter, and they are still going.
All bottled up and down the ball, and they've got him for a safety.
And that kind of sums up the day for this offense. I mean, nothing has really gone your way. Now you give up the safety. I'll tell you what, this team's got a lot of work to do over this next week to get better, to improve. This was a bad...
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Breaks into the open. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen, strip the football, do something.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. At the 40, there he goes. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
How about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
They'll pull him down after a pickup of 5 down to the 23. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. He might want another play. Try to get it to the edge. Oh, he's got a chance. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game.
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
He'll return it. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Gallagher. Here's the pressure. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Navy comes to the line facing second and short. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He's taking the deep shot. He's got it for a big play. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. To the air on first down. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Now on second down. Looking to fire. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Navy will have to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Here's the punt, and that is a major league pop-up. That thing's going to bring rain. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
And that's exactly what the defense wants you to do. Go east-west, and the quarterback gets strung out, doesn't pull the trigger and really make a decision. You'd like to see him stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, get more of a plus yardage on this play. Nice job by the defense.
And the final play is just a short gain, and we're at the end of the game. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field again.